ORAS. Didn't even get to bronze.
What is going on, YouTube? Super Equixo here, and today I am bringing you another 2 battles that John and I had. We were just having some fun in RU, and then we did a random battle. So those are the 2 battles you're going to see today. This is the last couple battles of him and I that I'm going to post. That way, you know, I can get out there and play more people, different teams, stuff like that, to give you guys more different gameplay, different battles and stuff, instead of seeing like the same 8 teams battle in different variations over and over again with the same 2 people. But until then, let's hop into this RU battle, the first one I'm going to show you guys. It was a pretty great battle, pretty long. It was really, really fun, though. I lead with Registeel, he leads with Gastrodon. I'm going to set up my rocks. I don't know what he's going to do, so I don't really care. He pain splits for some reason. I guess he thought I had something to beat Water Ground with a Registeel. I have no idea, but he switches out into Druddigon. I went for Protect against the Druddigon because I was scouting to see if he had a Fire move, and he roared, so I assumed he did not have a fire move, because why would he roar when he could just take out my Registeel? So I go into Camerupt, then Camerupt's Toxic hits when Registeel's did not, and he goes for the Dragon Claw, and Camerupt is more of a special defensive wall that I have built, so he doesn't take the Dragon Claw too well. I assume he's going to Dragon Claw again, so I go back into Registeel, who resists it, and Registeel takes it like a freaking champion, and I assume he does not have a fire move because he roared. So I go for the Seismic Toss here. He has Rough Skin and Rocky Helm, which sucked. And he has the Fire Punch. No idea why he roared. Again, him being bad earlier saves him late game. I don't get it. It's just the luck of the Irish, I suppose. I go for the Protect because I'm not about to take another Fire Punch. And I figured Toxic would be enough to kill him this turn, and fortunately it was. So I'm back up to 37% for my Leftovers recovery, which is great. He sends in Glalie, who's an Ice type. And for some reason, my fighting move wasn't super effective. I don't know why. I might be misinformed about ice and fighting, or misinformed about the typing of the Pokemon or the move. I don't know. But he avalanches. I take it like a champion. He Shadow Balls. I still take it like a champion. I set up my Toxic. Leftovers puts me at 19, so I'm really hoping I can survive whatever he throws at me. Don't know if I will. And I survive down to 3% health, and I'm able to take him down enough where Toxic is going to end him. I was so fortunate. Remember that I went down to 3% because that's going to be super important later in the game. It's insane what Registeel does this game. He was obviously the MVP. There's no doubt in my mind. His Toxic hits the Gastrodon. He uses Clear Smog. I guess he forgot Steel type's immune to poison. I don't know, but that's more free Leftovers recovery and getting the Toxic up. It's beautiful, beautiful Pokemon battling. He sends his in Amoonguss. I resist Grass. I'm immune to poison. I'm not sure why he did that. I guess he was going to go for Spore or something. I don't know. And my Toxic fails. Or my Protect fails. He goes for Giga Drain, which I protected again. It succeeds that time. Giga Drain doesn't do anything because I protected. I Toxic because I misclicked. I meant to click Seismic Toss to see how much damage it was going to do, and I misclicked, and it was too late for me to hit cancel. But luckily, his Giga Drain doesn't do anything to me. Get a little Leftovers recovery. I go into my Camerupt. He Giga Drains. Camerupt takes that a lot worse than I thought he would. I was pretty upset, and then I was even more upset when the Fire Blast missed. That would have ended the Amoonguss. And his Hidden Power Water takes Camerupt out. I could not be more upset about that. So I go into Cofagrigus, who's my special defensive wall, and he sets up his Toxic. I set up my Will-O-Wisp on him just because I wanted to have some form of sustained damage on his Amoonguss since the Toxics were missing so bad. And Cofagrigus was my special defensive wall, and Burn was the only thing he had on him. He goes for Giga Drain. I set up the Trick Room because his Amoonguss is faster, and I wanted to be going first with the Dark Pulses. So on this turn, I go for the Shadow Ball. It does decent damage, about as much as could be expected for a special defensive Amoonguss. His Sludge Bomb doesn't do jack to my Cofagrigus, which was fortunate, but Toxic is doing so much damage that my my Black Sludge is not going to be enough to save him. Or my Leftover is not going to be enough to save him, and Toxic is going to end my Cofagrigus, which is super unfortunate. All the Pain Split really did was drop him like 6% health. It wasn't even worth it. Knowing the Trick Room's still up and figuring he would still switch out because he didn't know what I have Hidden Power Fire, that's why he switched out. And I knew he would switch out, I just didn't know what to. So I went into my Registeel, who'd been putting work all game anyways, and could probably take anything he had left. He resists the Braviary, the Amoonguss. Wasn't worried about anything Cofagrigus was going to do to it. And Gastrodon switched out on it, so I don't know what that thing's doing. But I went into Registeel. I protect when he Calm Minds, which is fine. I get my Toxic up, and he Calm Minds again, which is giving me even more Leftovers recovery. He is going to end up Shadow Balling or Dark Pulsing. I can't remember which one. I think it's Dark Pulse. Yeah, he Dark Pulses. I protect just to get even more sustain from my Leftovers. I'm almost back to half health from 3% with just Leftovers. There are no recovery moves on my Registeel. I hit the second Protect in a row. That was incredible. For some reason, he went for Energy Ball, even though I resist Grass. I'm not really sure why. And knowing he has Energy Ball now, I'm like, okay, he's probably going to do it again, so Tangrowth, get in there. Tangrowth sponges it like a champion. I go for the Leaf Storm, because that's really the only thing Tangrowth is to me, is like Leaf Storm, get him down as low as possible, and let Registeel's Toxic or Camerup's Toxics finish him off. And fortunately, that happens. He goes for the Trick Room, he dies. Tangrowth is pretty slow, but I think Amoonguss is slower. I could be wrong. So I switched him out just in case. I go right back into Registeel, who resists everything he's going to want to do. Sludge Bomb, immune. I don't care. Get that out of here. Back to 61% with just leftovers recovery. Registeel is doing so much work right now. He goes into Braviary. He hits the rocks. I went for the Seismic Toss just to hit anything he switched in fairly hard, see how much damage it was going to do. And it did decent damage to the Braviary. I set up my Toxic on it. Luckily, it hits. So now Braviary's taking hits. He rests. Now, this set on his Braviary was actually really interesting. It was a Chesto Resto set, but it used Facade and Sleep Talk, because he was testing if Facade worked with Sleep. I told him it probably didn't, but he was still going to test it out. So he has Brave Bird, Facade, Rest, and, what was the other move? I don't remember. Sleep Talk, that's what it is. So I Toxic him, even though he has the Facade, I still get the Toxic up, just because Registeel can probably take the Facade, so I'm not worried. And he rests it away at some point, which I was so surprised at, because he had Facade right there, and he rests it away. It was pretty weird, and I was really happy he did. But he's going to keep trying to go for the Facades. No problem. He's taking the damage from the Toxic. He Facade, up Toxic boosted Guts Facade. I wasn't even upset about it. Hitting him even harder, and he rests it away. I think on this turn. Yep, he rests it away. I mean, I get why he did. He was at 4%. The Toxic was going to kill him anyways, but putting himself to sleep and seeing that my Seismic Toss was a 4-hit KO and he could be asleep all 4 turns, I'm not really sure why he did that. He hits the Sleep Talk Facade, and that's where we found out that it did exactly half damage, because when he hit me with the Poison Facade, it was 19.6. When he hit me with that, it was 8.8. So that's when we figured it out. He goes for Sleep Talk, hits Rest, nothing happens. I take him down to 13. And he wakes up and uses Sleep Talk, which is super unfortunate. That is why I hate the Rest Talk sets. So yeah, my Seismic Toss is going to take him down. Thank you, Braviary. Come again. It was nice having you. Registeel is all the way back 70% from 3% with just leftovers. That just proves if you can play your Pokemon correctly, cycle them in and out, protect when you need to protect, use the moves when you need to use the moves, play good Pokemon, leftovers is the only recovery you need. That's all you have to do is play really smart, play really good Pokemon, and all your Pokes will survive. He switches in the Amoonguss. I Leaf Storm just because it's supposed to hit things hard, and it hit it decently considering it resists. I'm just going to end up switching Tangrowth out, going right back into Greninja because he has the Hidden Power Fire that I was trying to set up when the Trick Room was there. He Giga Drains, I go down to 20. I take 26.8% damage, which I wasn't even upset about, and Hidden Power Fire is going to easily take Amoonguss out. It was not even a question. So he's going to go into Gastrodon, and this is where the battle finally comes to a close. I'm going to get 2 Giga Drains off, and that's it. So Giga Drain hits. He uses Pain Split, I believe. Yeah, he uses Pain Split to go back to 36. The Toxic's going to drop him right back down to 36 after his recovery, and then I'm going to Giga Drain one more time, and that is the end of the battle. 4-0 to me, RU. That was a really fun battle. It was really long. It was really good. I enjoyed every second of it. There was 6 strategies involved in there. He had nice sets on his Mons. I was playing smart with my Registeel, switching it in and out with everything. I didn't get to use Zangoose because Zangoose really had no place against any of the Mons he was using. But it was a really, really fun battle, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, I have one more battle right after this one, and we're going to hop into that one right now. Alrighty, we are into the second battle. It is the random battle I was talking about. It was really fun. We did one random battle. We recorded it. It was pretty cool. It was actually really, really close, and that's why I saved it, because it was fun. So here we go. I'm leading with the Go-Goat. He leads with the Meganium. My Go-Goat, for some reason, does not have Milk Drink on it. It was Sub, Horn Leech, Leech Seed, and Bulk Up, I think. I'm not sure. It didn't have Milk Drink, though, which was really weird and really sucked. I accidentally clicked Leech Seed. I was aiming for Horn Leech. Again, misclicks making me very sad. He sets up both of his screens, and I Horn Leech. It does absolutely nothing to him. I was really disappointed with that. He ends up switching out, though, which was really surprising. I'm not sure why. I don't know what his moveset was. But he switches into Muck. As soon as I see the Muck, I was switching into Torkoal anyways, because I was trying to get type advantage on the Meganium. He curses. Behind his screens, I actually Shell Smash. My Torkoal is holding the White Herb, so all those defense drops were actually going to be nullified. So I got free boosts. The super effective Earth Power behind the Reflect really sucked. Behind the light screen, actually. Really sucked because it took only half the damage it was supposed to take. And his Shadow Sneak crits, his Gunk Shot hit and got the poison. He got all the lucky hacks right there. I was really upset about it. He Shadow Sneaks me. I go for the Psycho Cut, or the knockoff first, to knock off his Life Orb so it'll stop hitting me so hard. And then I go for the Psycho Cut. But before that happens, I sub. He goes for the Gunk Shot, which misses. Thank you, Lord, it missed, because that poison and crit and hit was kind of upsetting. I get the super effective Psycho Cut. His Muck is out of here. Malamar is sitting strong right now behind his sub with Leftovers Recovery. He goes right back into Meganium, and he's probably going to try to set up his screens again, is what I'm guessing. And he gets the crit, which fades my substitute. I don't know if it would have faded anyways, but I was pretty upset about it. So I knock off its Light Clay, so if it does set the screens up again, I don't have to worry about him for as long as I was. His Toxic hits, which is really unfortunate. I get the lucky crit with my Psycho Cut, which is awesome. It's kind of revenge for his crits he got with the Shadow Sneak. He sets up his Reflect because he knows I have the physical Malamar. Psycho Cut does nothing because of the Reflect. I get a little HP back from Leftovers and then lose the same amount because of Toxic. So I'm like, F that. I'm going into my Fire-type Victini. He sets up both of his screens, and I just go for the V-Create. Not sure why he stayed in. I don't know what his other pokes were, so I didn't know if he had a Water type or something that resisted fire, but he stayed in and let Meganium die. I was okay with that. That's his screen setup out of the way, so in 4 turns, all the screens are gone, and I'm happy. He sends in Salamence, and I had nothing to switch into that, so I just let Victini take it. I was not too worried about anything, and I had Crobat, who had a Toxic set, so I just threw the Toxic up because I could. He stomachs the Draco Meteor pretty well, drops the special attack. I figured it was a special Salamence, so I just stayed in knowing his special attack was going to be cut in half, and I went for the Roost because I didn't know if he was going to switch out or not. Turns out he had the Outrage. Outrage does not do as much as I thought it was, so I was like, oh, okay, I can just Roost stall it while he's Toxic and about to get confused, so I'm just going to keep roosting till he's hit Confusion. So I Roost again. He goes down to 67. I'm just praying he doesn't get the crit. He doesn't, and he gets confused, and the Toxic's still building up. I go for one more Roost, and my whole plan right now, since he's confused, is hopefully he gets hit with the Confusion, and the Toxic will take him down low enough where the recoil from Brave Bird won't hurt me enough. And that's exactly what happens. He hits himself. I Brave Bird. He was at 25%. My recoil becomes absolutely nothing. Crobat takes it out. He gets Leftovers damage, or Black Sludge, actually, life back, basically nullifying the recoil, which was great. I get the Toxic up on Slowbro. I knew he had the Psychic or Psyshock and Crobat was going to die, but there was nothing I wanted to switch in right now. I didn't want to take any damage onto Go-Goat so he could switch in because he had the Toxic already and I was not trying to have Go-Goat get hit even harder. So right here I go for the Horn Leech just to see how much it's going to do to Machamp. I get a little bit of HP back, not too much. Leftovers really doesn't negate the Toxic damage that well. So I'm going to leave it in Leech Seed just to have a little extra recovery. He Ice Punches, which I'm surprised it didn't kill me, honestly. Luckily, I had Leftovers and Leech Seed, so Toxic's not going to kill me this turn, but I assumed he would Ice Punch again. He doesn't. I Horn Leech. I take him down pretty low. He goes for Dynamic Punch, which was interesting. It did more damage than the Ice Punch, I think. No, it actually did less damage, 3% less damage. He could have probably killed me that turn. After Toxic, I think he would have killed me if he just went for the Ice Punch. That's cool. He ends up killing me anyways because he has Bullet Punch priority, which really sucks. I'm not too upset about it though because I sent in Malamar, who's faster and has Psycho Cut, so it was no problem taking it down. Machamp is out. Malamar, good job, sir. He goes into his Slowbro, who's poisoned. My Malamar's poisoned. Everybody's poisoned. I had the knockoff, super effective, which didn't do that much damage, surprisingly. And he starts setting up Calm Minds. Not too worried about it because of the Toxic, because of the knockoff. I'm not really worried at all about anything. I have the substitute. I guess he's still not read up on any wikis. Psychic doesn't affect Dark-type nerd. What are you doing? And I get the free sub. Not upset about it at all. I go for the knockoff, which hits. And now I know even if he breaks my sub, which he doesn't because his Fire Blast misses, his Slowbro's dead to knockoff, so I don't care. So he's not going to be able to kill me before I kill him, which is great. I use the knockoff. He goes down. I go down the Toxic at the end of the turn. And it becomes a 1v1. We don't know what the other Pokemon is on either team. And mine is Druddigon, and his is Basculin. So he goes for the Waterfall, gets the stupid flinch. I was so upset about that. I was like, man, if he flinches me again with Waterfall, I'm going to lose. He does not flinch me. I get the Outrage off. I get the lucky crits. The hacks are on my side today, sir. I don't think the crit would have mattered, though, because Druddigon's super powerful. But the Outrage ends up one-shotting Basculin, and I win the game. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I don't just post games of me beating him. It's just that most of the games are me beating him. I will post battles that I lose if they are good. And yeah, just letting you guys know I'm not only posting battles I win. I promise, I'm not a douche. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more videos, and I will see you guys when I see you guys.